Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is daily news analysis of Hindu and PIB of 12th August 2018. Okay, this is Sunday. There were too many news on the newspaper to read, but I told you for our exam point of view, read them which is necessary. Otherwise, don't read them. And here we go. The first article says Tharoor gives Dokulam report to government. Okay, chairman of standing committee on external affairs Shashi Tharoor on Friday meet external affairs minister Sushma Swaraj to resolve the standoff over the panel's report on the Dokulam crisis. Okay, now we need to see what is Dokulam crisis. Okay, let's see what is Dokulam crisis. The Dokulam, India and China have one of the world's longest disputed borders and areas, which include 37,000 square kilometer uninhabited Aksai Chin. Okay, uninhabited Aksai Chin and Arunachal Pradesh with 1.4 million residents, over 84,000 square kilometer. Here you can see the picture here. This is tri-junctions between India, Bhutan and China. Okay, let's see what is the crisis. Dokulam or Donglang in Chinese is an area spread over less than 100 square kilometer, comprising a plateau valley at the tri-junction between India, Bhutan and China. As I told you, it is supported by Chumbi Valley, surrounded by Chumbi Valley of Tibet and Bhutan's Ha Valley and Sikkim. Okay, then why the standoff happened, why India joined in it. Okay, look at here, it flared up in 2017 when the Chinese were trying to construct a road in the area. Indian troops in aid to the Bhutanese counterparts objected to it, resulting into standoff. The question is, why did they supported Bhutan? Why the standoff happened? Look, the geographical importance of this area. Dokulam is strategically located to the Siliguri corridor, which connects mainland India with northeastern region. Okay, the corridor also called the chicken neck is a vulnerable point for India. Okay, this is also the reason the Indian security establishment suspect why the Chinese have a deep interest in Dokulam, which would give a commanding view of and easy access to both Chumbi Valley and Siliguri corridor. Okay, and other information to it. Okay, this is read it and make note on it. The Dokulam crisis. Actually, India scared of their trades because this is the main trade route, the Siliguri corridor to Tibet for India. Okay, go ahead for the next article. The next article is BJP legislators from Rajesh RS Pura backs Article 35A. Okay, if you these news are in newspaper from past few days, you don't need to go through the article from the newspaper. Okay, but read about Article 35A, what is it, and why it needs amendment, and whether Constitution has the authority to amend it or not. Okay, let's see. I have a detailed discussion on 35 Article 35A. Okay, let's see what is it. First of all, what is Article 35A? The provision of Article 35A gives special rights to the permanent resident of a state. Okay, permanent resident of a state. It empowers the state legislature to define permanent resident. Okay, to define permanent resident, then give them special treatment, privileges and rights. This special treatment is with respect to employment with the state government, acquisitions of immovable property in the state, settlement in the state, or right to scholarship and such other forms of aid as the state government may provide. Okay, now let's see whether this Article 35A can be amended or not. Okay, before we do this, we need to have a look on the incorporation of Article 370, right? So let's see the history of incorporation of Article 370. Presidential order. Okay, the provision was enacted by the presidential order. Okay, here you can see the provision was enacted by the presidential order 1954. Presidential orders are issued with respect to state of Jammu Kashmir under article 370, which is a temporary provision. Okay, a temporary provision in the constitution. Okay, and the presidential order of 1954 was the most detailed of such orders and was issued to implement the agenda of Delhi Agreement of 1952, which was signed between Union of India and the state of Jammu Kashmir. Okay, now the president order is inter alia added 35A to the constitution, and it is pertinent to note that any addition or deletion of the provision in legal document, let alone the constitution, amounts to amendment to the legal document, right? There is an establishment procedure mentioned under article 360 for the amendment was circumvented during the addition of article 35A. Okay, the process under article 360 involves the parliament and in certain cases even the state legislature to carry out an amendment to the constitution. Okay, however, article 35A was inserted by an order of the president, which means by exclusive exercise of the executive power. The parliament was thereby totally alienated in the process. Means the parliament cannot amend the article, but with the exclusive power, executive powers, with exclusive executive power, it can be amended. Okay, let's see the executive head of India's president. We all know it, and under the schemes of our constitution, the president is the head of executive and has very little legislative role except under article 123. Okay, therefore the presidential order of 1954 also a violation of article 368 of the constitutions. So here we can see that this is very complex matter, whether this article 35A can be amended or not, but we need to focus why it needs to be amended. The implementation of these provisions therefore led to creation of two classes of citizens in the Union of India. What one class has special access in Jammu Kashmir and other doesn't, and what may be the consequences for it. This is something which goes against article 14. What does article 14 says? Equality before law, and also in nobody. Also it says that state shall not discriminate amongst its citizens on the basis of gender, caste, creed and religion or birthplace. Okay, it further says that the state cannot refuse equality before the law and equal protection of law to any person within the territory of India. In other words, this means no person or groups of people can demand special privileges. Most importantly, article 14 refers to persons and not citizen. Therefore, look, article 14 refers to person, not citizen. Therefore, it is even necessary for a person to be a citizen of India to invoke the right under article 14. Okay, not even necessary. And also look at some Supreme Court statement. The Supreme Court said that this is the basic features of the constitutions and it cannot be amended. Okay, look, the fundamental rights are a part of basic structure. Here you can see this, the fundamental right or the basic structure of the constitution. Here the basic structure of the constitution which cannot be amended, as the apex court stated. The amendments to the constitution cannot even made through the article 368. Therefore article 35 is an indirect violation of article 14. Okay, that is why it needs an amendment. Okay, so read them from here. And now another news, this is CBI searches Muzaffarpur shelter home. Okay guys, again I will tell you Don't read this news from the article, but read about this organization CBI, Center Bureau of Investigations. When it is formed in 1963 by a resolution of the Ministry of Home Affairs. It is a non-constitutional body, okay, and it comes under at present it comes under the administrative control of Department of Personnel Training of the Ministry of Personnel. And what is its function? Main investigation agency of the central government. It plays an important role in the prevention of corruption and maintaining integrity in the administration. It also provides assistance to Central Vigilance Commission. Okay, and another important one, the establishment of CBI was recommended by Santham Committee. Okay, Santham Committee. The committee was appointed for the corruptions in 1962 around. Okay, read about them and make note on it about CBI. And the next article of today's is genetic barcodes reveal 3 fogs unreported in India. On our introductory video, I told you the from where current affairs question can be asked, and this is among area the reports. Okay, another the area is reports. Okay, let's see what the news is. A team of scientists has identified 3 frog species not recorded before. These frogs are Nilphamari narrow-mouthed frog. Okay, they are nocturnal in nature and can be seen in Bangladesh and Nepal, and it has been recorded in Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. Western Ghats में Kerala, Karnataka and Maharashtra, and Eastern Ghats Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. Also in Central East and Northeastern India. Okay, the next one is Mymensingh narrow-mouthed frog. Basically, it's a Bangladesh Mymensingh narrow-mouthed frog. They are the most narrow-mouthed frogs found in northeastern India. They are the most narrow-mouthed frog. Okay, and other two are the Mucolaceous narrow-mouthed frog. It can be found in Bangladesh and Mizoram. Okay, another one is ornate narrow-mouthed frogs. They are present only, remember, they are present only in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. Okay, and IUCN classifies these species as least concern. Okay guys, I told you to read about the national and international organization and give more importance to it, because if examiner want to ask question in UPSC, they will ask you question on these organizations. Okay, IUCN. Let's see what is IUCN. About here I wrote something about IUCN. You can read from here. The first one is the International Union for Conservation of Nature is a membership of union uniquely composed both government and civil organization. Remember, both government and civil organization. It provides public, private, non-governmental organization with the knowledge tools enable human progress, economic development, nature conservations take place together. Okay, and when it was founded in October 1948 as the International Union for Protection of Nature. तब इसका नाम था क्या? इंटरनेशनल यूनियन फॉर प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ नेचर. ओके, फॉलोइंग एन इंटरनेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस इन फ्रांस, and it changed its name. The organization changed its name to the International Union for Conservation and Natural Resources in 1956 with the acronym of IUCN, and in French and Spanish this acronym said UICN. Okay, use of the name World Conservation Union in conjunction with IUCN began in 1990 from March 28. This name is no longer is commonly used. Okay, this is all about IUCN. Make note on it. And this is interesting news. I discussed about SARC on my previous video. Today the news again appeared. Tight-fisted neighbor India aid to SARC nation falls. Okay, so this is basically a database news. Read it. I put some information here. You can make note from here also, and here you can see the picture. What in country wise, nation wise, the deep happens. the 8 diff happens. Okay, the another news, this is a news from PIB today. Sarabhai Centenary program begins from today. As the Sarabhai Centenary, who is Sarabhai? Sarabhai was the first chairman of ISRO and founding father of the Indian Space Research Organization. And on the occasion of this program, uh, it was disclosed that two space research center technology will be established at Jammu and Agartala. And remember one thing, Jammu will be the first city in North India to get a full-fledged space technology research center devoted to research, academics and post-graduation study. Okay, this is all about from today's video. Do subscribe to our channel to get more updated, and we will make some awesome courses for you. Thank you for watching the